Well, it's mid-December, it's grey and wintry in the UK here, and we've just seen an announcement by the Bolivian government that basically says, get back to Bolivia, get your vehicle out of the country before the end of Christmas, or we're going to fine you and confiscate your vehicle. Bit of a bummer. I think it's time to get planning. Now listen in, chaps. This is Mission Rescue Red. We're here, and Jerry's Red the Truck is here. This is going to be a three-phase mission. 1, extract Red. 2, cross the border. 3, go to the beach. As you can see, Omicron is shooting in from the east. We've got lots of rules coming in from the west. We're going to have to pop into Bolivia, extract Red the camper, and get him across the border pronto. It's a huge schmozzle of paperwork, money, passports, licenses, vehicles, insurance, COVID passes, you name it. Simmer, Christmas is cancelled.
Oh no way!
Merry Christmas!
Mission Saving Red. Very different equipment list than your normal expedition. Out with the outdoors gear, in with the spare parts of the vehicle, tire inflation kits, water filtration, got the first aid kit, got the personal locator beacon, hopefully never needed, and of course the world supply of COVID nonsense documents for travel, and a pair of swimming trunks. Well, we've been travelling for the best part of 3 days now. We're just coming into Tupiza. The last time we were here, the COVID outbreak had just started, and we stayed here for a couple of months. And we haven't seen our truck, which has been here ever since, for nearly a year and a half. So we're a little bit nervous, but we're also kind of excited.
I don't know what sort of state it's going to be in, what to expect, but I think I'll just be glad just to see Red, that it's got its 4 wheels still.
Alright, let's see what's inside. Well, there's a bit of dust and stuff, but it looks pretty darn dry. So, Simon, what do you think of the state of the vehicle?
Unbelievable. I mean, okay, it's got a little bit of dust that's coming through all the little nooks and crannies and things, so it's horrible red stuff, but apart from that, the fridge is fine. Everything's in place. Yeah, good.
Started the first time. Right. It's like it.
It's done, it's working. Okay, we've just said our goodbyes to Mario. It's very emotional. We're on the road, heading out of Tupiza. We've got water, we've got tanks full of gas, we've got food, and we've got each other, and we've got Red. Let's see what the road has for us. It's really cool being back on the road. Big test for Red. He's had to come up to 4,200 metres on the way to Tarija. On Tupiza, Dave's got back into the driving off-road pretty smoothly, I must say.
Some big cliffs here.
So here we have a roadblock. We've crossed over 3 of them. It looks like nobody's getting past this one. Somebody just said that it's going to be blocked until 1 o'clock this morning. Or sorry, tomorrow morning. But
if in doubt, sit down, have a brew and work out what to do. Got about 1 kilometre of traffic. It's in front of a tunnel. The tunnel's got a roadblock and they've chucked a bunch of rocks down. Well, if you're going to travel across Bolivia in the middle of major government protests and roadblocks, what better than in a camper van? Simply pull off the road, make your dinner, pop up for the night, have a sleep, and maybe the roadblock will be gone in the morning. Who knows?
Meanwhile, it's business as usual for the local farmer.
Well, we made it to Tarija about 3 a.m. this morning after multiple roadblocks and protests. We camped in the street, which is something we almost never do. The campsite here in town is closed, which is one of the things we feared about COVID, that they would kill the tourist industry off. We're also having real trouble getting money out of the bank. We don't know why. And we can only pay for gasoline in cash, so we've got enough cash now, I think, to make it to the Paraguayan border. Bit of a pain in the ass at the moment, pretty knackered. I think we're just going to press on and just try and get across the border.
We've just left Tarica, fueled up and on our way to the border, and 5 minutes down the road there's another blockade. Let's see what happens with this one.
Okay, so it's not bad enough they block the road for 5 hours, but when they open it, every fucker comes from every direction and reblocks it. These guys are freaking idiots.
The human roadblocks end, and it's back to the type of roadblocks we love when we travel in this part of the world.
Soy de aquí, soy de allá, allá Bolivia. Soy de aquí.
Well, we're about 50k from the Paraguayan frontier. We just stopped at the first checkpoint and we breezed through that, so far so good. I think probably only 3 more stages to go. Next couple might be a bit more interesting, but so far so good.
Yeah, we've just been through the second military checkpoint. All they did was take the details of the driving licence, and we're about 5k out from the border. Checked all our paperwork. It's all there. Just hope that it's enough for the Bolivians. This is just nice, dude.
Well, that was a bust. We presented our documents and they took one look at them and said, yeah, but they've expired, which of course they have because there's been a global pandemic. I tried to explain, wasn't buying it. He's going back to the guys in La Paz with an email, so hey, let's just see what happens. 4 hours. 6 hours, and they're still talking to the guys in La Paz. 7 hours. 8 hours. It's sunset. Well, for a second there it was looking really bad. They were talking about confiscating the vehicle. The guy was going through the process of it, and then his phone rings and someone in La Paz has changed their mind and they just suddenly let us through the border, so we didn't even fucking stop to say goodbye. We just shot across.
My tears worked.
Jane was bawling her eyes out and they were talking about, you know, the process of confiscating our vehicle. Jesus Christ. What a fucking
assholes.
ballsache.
9 hours later. Right, now
on to Paraguay. And I'm not being turned away.
30, and we've just had our paperwork stamped for the Paraguayans after a lot of to and fro. So we're now just sitting down having a coffee. And they've actually closed the border so we can't get out. So we're currently in no man's land and decided, well, let's crack open the rum and have a no man's land party. So cheers.
Mission accomplished. We're in Paraguay. We just crossed the frontier after a sleep in no man's land. There's a gas station here, we can refuel. And we can head on into the trip now. We can make this a proper trip as opposed to a mission. Happy days.